Consecutive sentences are rare and could play a role in Combs' case, legal analyst says. Prosecutors said they will ask for Combs to be sentenced to consecutive 10-year terms, the maximum time for his 2 guilty counts, but how much time he spends in prison remains to be seen. Consecutive sentences are rare, and any sentence handed down against Combs would include the 9 months he's already spent in jail awaiting this just concluded trial. The courtroom has opened up roughly 20 minutes after the 1 p.m. deadline for both sides to submit their arguments on Combs' release. His defense argued that he should be released to his Miami home, with conditions that include a $1 million secured bond. Now that Hess no longer charged with sex trafficking, prosecutors disagree vehemently, arguing that Combs spent years violating the law and a risk that Hess going to commit more crimes. The judge asked them to each submit letters for the arguments that he would consider in the afternoon. Combs' best friend, Charlie Lucy, was overjoyed and said jurors got it right. "Everybody's happy that the jury's got it right," he told reporters outside court. "It restores faith back into the justice system." He said the not guilty verdicts brought him to tears. "I cried," Lucy said. "I cried because that's my brother up there, on trial." Cafeteria food never tasted so good for Janice Combs as she went to grab lunch before court resumes. When someone asked if she was happy about the mixed verdicts that generally favored her son, the defendant's mother said, "Yes, I was happy. Wouldn't you be happy?" The cafeteria was packed with courtroom spectators. The elder Combs shook hands with them before walking to a table with the defendant's family and friends. Longtime Combs rival 50 Cent had a crew take on Combs' generally good morning in federal court today. He posted an apparently AI-generated image of him smiling and made an off-color remark while comparing Combs to late mob boss John Gotti. "Did he beat the Rio, that boy a bad man?" 50 Cent captioned the photo, apparently referring to the RICO Act charge. Members of Combs' family, including several of his children, just returned to the courthouse. Combs' mother, Janice Combs, re-entered the courthouse a little bit ago. Aubrey O'Day, a former member of girl group Danity Kane, reacted to the Combs verdict this morning with just one word. The longtime critic of Combs posted an Instagram story in which she reacted to each count as it was read on the news. Noting that he was not guilty on the top counts, O'Day wrote over the post with just one word: "Wow. Ugh, this makes me physically ill," she said. She later added that she felt like she was going to vomit. O'Day also seemed to express sympathy for Ventura, saying, "Cassie must feel so horrible." Screams erupted from outside the downtown Manhattan courthouse, this time from the press. Barricades did little to stop a rat from making its way through the large contingent of reporters waiting outside the courthouse, causing a brief moment of confusion and a bit of levity. Combs was on his knees in the courtroom with his head down in a chair, seemingly praying after avoiding life in prison on the highest charges in his case. While Combs supporters celebrated outside the federal courthouse in downtown Manhattan, others expressed disappointment over the case online. Many on X posted that they were disappointed but not surprised at today's verdict. Some felt that the prosecution's case presented a weak case on the top charges, while others noted that the jury's majority being men might have hurt the case. One user wrote that his acquittal on the top charges is a representation how evil our system is to women. Another person wrote that it's clear that he is a criminal. He committed domestic violence, physical and sexual assault, the user wrote, but they didn't seek those charges and so he won't have to pay for those crimes.